What's up, everybody? Well, I got another TV PC gameplay video for you guys today, and it'll be the first one with the little new PC I got down here. It's my old main PC. Definitely a little bit more flashy than the other one, but the RGB is not so bright, it's annoying or anything during gaming. I'm focused way too much on the 77-inch OLED here. But I want to see if we can actually play some of this until dawn, because when we had the 13900K, I couldn't. So I want to know if it's just something else in the computer or what, you know? So basically, the only thing that's changed is the processor. So we're gonna try again, and if we fail again, you guys will see it right here. But hopefully, we'll actually be able to get some gameplay. So let's cross our fingers and let's get to playing, maybe. Well, all right. Here's the settings we're gonna go with. And then, of course, after like 2 minutes or something, we'll turn the silly virtual shadow maps off. That just kind of kills your FPS for almost no reason. It's almost worse than ray tracing. But anyway, let's get into the game and let's see how it does anyway. Well, all right, here we go. Here's the beginning of the game. Already got farther than it did on the 13900KF. It already crashed by now. So that's cool. I think we're in business, unless it's gonna crash a little later, but I don't think so. I think we're okay now. For now. Okay, Misty, that's just the house creaking. You can go back to sleep, or you can come down here and sit on my lap if you want. No, you're gonna go back to sleep? Okay. Darn, I thought I was gonna get some kitty lap time. Yeah, look at that. If it's getting down to 60 here, it'd probably drop under 60. Not just in the weird stuttery parts like what just happened when we started. Yep, already dropped down to 58. Although we are recording, so maybe it would have barely scraped by at 60, but it's not like this is the hardest part of the game to run or anything. So that's why I don't like it. You'll see what the crazy difference is just by turning that off. Is. Alright. I've done this quite a few times already, so I think I got it down. It dropped all the way down to 53 there. Now we're going to turn off that silly shadow thing, that virtual shadow thing. And you're going to get to see how much more FPS we get, which is quite a bit. And then we can pretty much just play like this. Obviously, you can turn DLSS on and get even more FPS if you would like. But I think we'll just go native. I should have turned on DLAA, though. I keep forgetting that that's a thing, you know? Alright, same scene as before, and look at that, we're in the 90s. And I don't know about you guys, but I cannot tell a difference other than getting quite a few more FPS. But maybe I'm just blind or something. And obviously you get even more FPS if you turned ray tracing off too. But it wasn't doing too bad of a job. It's getting right around the kind of FPS I like. So I was like, all right, nah, this works for me. Might as well just play. Especially now that we can. We couldn't even get any gameplay before with that other processor. And just like that, the deer is gone.
Jeez, Josh. Once again, brother, you've outdone us all.
Oh, it's trouble time.
Oh my God, I can't believe you actually did this.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit cruel?
Oh, come on. She deserves it.
And it's not her fault that she has a huge crush on Mike.
Hannah's been making the moves on him. I'm just looking out for my girl, Em.
Just because he's class prez doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
Hey, I'm not anybody's man.
Whatever you say, darling.
Yep, that's usually what happens when you fall asleep first at those kind of things. Or they pick on the nerdy guy.
Hey, did you see that? Dad said it'd just be us this weekend. Josh.
Such a sleepy kitty. Random noises keep on waking her up. She's trying to get some sleep, but every little creak, thanks to all the thunderstorms earlier, she's like wired. That's gotta suck. Although I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had the power cats and dogs do. It seems like they can like hit the floor and be like, "All right, I'm asleep," in like 2-3 minutes or something like that. Versus me as a kid, as a human, it takes me fucking forever to get to sleep. Although everybody's different. Some people can probably just hit the freaking pillow and be like out like a light. It takes me a good feels like 10-15 minutes to like pass out. And that's if I'm not worrying about something. But at least I get like 6 to 8 hours of sleep instead of like 3, like I used to going into high school. I'd always just stay up all night watching Adult Swim, and then at the morning when it would switch over to cartoons again, I'd be like, all right, well, I'm just going to go and get like an hour of sleep. And then I'd always be like 3 hours late to school. Right up until they said, hey, if you miss any more, you're going to have to repeat. And I don't want to do that. But at one point, I still got screwed over and still had to do that. But at least I got my diploma. That's all I cared about. Even though in the grand scheme of things, it's probably largely useless. But I don't know. Just feels better than saying, oh, I got a GED. Even though I feel like most people wouldn't care. They'd pick the more qualified person with the GED over the person less qualified with a high school diploma, I think. I don't know, though. I haven't really had too many jobs to really go off of that. Well, now we know who drew on the dude.
Oh my god. What did our naive sister get herself into now?
Time to get drunk. Yeah, these people are assholes, but at the same time, that one chick probably shouldn't have pursued this either. Sure would have changed the whole course of the game, though.
Hey, Hannah.
But yeah, I'd say this thing does a pretty damn good job.
Glad you could make it.
But I mean, besides the stutters that seem to happen in the same place on everything, seems to be pretty damn smooth frame times.
And see where it goes from there.
Very similar to the secondary computer. Only while getting, even more FPS at a higher resolution, I do believe.
Oh my god, she's taking her.
Of course, it's also better at ray tracing, too. I'm actually surprised. The AMDs didn't do as bad at ray tracing in this game as I was expecting them to.
Stupid prank, okay?
But it's also, of course, not path tracing or anything like that, so. That's the stuff that so far, anytime I've tried, makes all my AMD stuff drop down in, like, the teens. No. In their defense, usually my 4090s were in, like, the high 20s to, like, mid 30s in the same scenarios, so.
You know that?
Still, borderline playable-ish, almost, but I wouldn't want to really play a game like that. But then, you can turn on some DLSS and VR good. Usually. But when I do the tests on the frickin' new main computer, I'm not gonna use no frickin' frame gen or anything like that. I might use DLSS if necessary. In fact, I almost probably always will have to rely on that. But still,
Hannah!
we're not doing no frame gen.
What's going on? Where's she going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
What did you
Because I think people want to see the real frames,
It wasn't serious.
at least. Even if the resolution isn't gonna be real. Most people do not want frame gen.
So, should we go after her?
Anyway, though,
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see right now, Mike.
this seems like a good spot to stop and move on. Well, now we can get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay. So far, it hasn't crashed or done anything weird.
Hannah!
Still the same stutters in the same spots, but this one seemed to handle it a little bit better than some of the others. Let's see how it handles this part. This is another part that always stutters. Down to 64, and then there's another spot here where it sometimes can drop a little too. I think it was when that guy shoots freaking fire at you up here. I think that's where it was. We shall see.
Hannah?
Yeah, but at this point I would have already ran. The second that shit fell over, I'd have been like, nope. Now, I don't really know what I'd do against Flamethrower Man. Although I would never go here without a gun, so I'd probably just shoot him in the head. Although my luck would be like, hey, I'm just a dude, like, clearing brush or something. And I'm like, well, what the hell, you scared me? Like, well, that's no excuse, you can't just kill him. See, that's why you can't just willy-nilly shoot him, but if he tries to shoot me with it directly, I don't know. I think that's pretty much a threat on your life, right? Let's go with the noise.
Shit. Damn it, Hannah. Hannah. Hello? Hannah. Oh my god, you must be freezing. Here, take my coat. I'm such an idiot. I'm so dumb.
So yeah, I think we can definitely say the other processor's just 100% cooked. gigs. Because see, at this point, they fall over. He hasn't technically tried to kill them directly again yet.
Hold on!
And for all we know, he could be trying to help them.
Hold on!
But at the same time, he could be grabbing them to murder them and set them on fire. Who knows? Hopefully, we'll find out at some point. Well, I will when I play for real, but I'm sure most other people have already probably played this game. But I still wanted to do my due diligence. I wasn't able to get any footage on this computer, so now we will. And heck, I'm even going to try it out on the new computer. Ah, the psychologist, Dr. A.J. Hill. It almost looks like he stole the Jaguar emblem off someone's car.
Before we begin, there are a few things I need to make sure you understand.
Well, let's just see about it.
You see, no one can change what happened last year.
Well, of course
Past
not. You
is
can't change
beyond
the
our
past.
control.
You can only learn from
You
it.
have to accept this in order to move forward. But there is freedom in this revelation. Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future. I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this as you play your game. Every single choice will affect your fate and the fate of those around you. So, you have committed to commence with this game. This
You
is
got it.
significant, and I want to help you see it through. Sometimes these things can be a little scary, even terrifying, but I'm here to make sure that no matter how upsetting things get, you will always find a way to work through it.
That was good. Every single day I'm
Alright.
still feeling less and less
We'll
flimmy.
start with
So hopefully that'll go away completely soon.
Could you
It's kind of
please pick
annoying.
up a card?
I don't like coughing in your guys' ears.
And I want you to look at the picture on the other side.
Whether it's
and
weed
tell me
or
what you
some
think.
random nonsense.
It is
Freaking phlegm.
essential that you answer honestly in order to get the most out of this experience. So, how did that picture make you feel? Remember, be honest.
Let's go with this time.
Hey, honesty is good. What do you think it is that makes you feel uneasy?
Let's see.
If it is something you cannot see, then why does it make you feel uneasy?
I don't know. Those are some of the scariest things.
Hey.
Radiation
Is
without
there
a Geiger
something in the
counter.
house?
I mean, you can't see it. That's pretty damn scary. Still air. Carbon dioxide.
Huh. So, if it's not in the house, then where do you think it is?
Oh, well, let's see.
Can it be in the field?
No, it's not there either.
Is this threat real, or is it something
I don't know. It could be my
in
imagination.
your imagination? Now you seem to possess a very active imagination. Perhaps we can explore your fears a bit further in our next session. I'm afraid we've run out of time.
Ooh, it's lightning out there. Hopefully I can get done with this and we don't lose freaking power. I mean, I got a generator thing, but this computer will shut off. It doesn't have a battery backup. I need to buy one of those for it and the TV. The surround sound, I think the surround sound system would probably overload anything, so I'd probably just let that shut off. Sometimes even lightning makes that freaking Ring doorbell go off.
Hands are outstretched, the mist from your breath clears up your eyes to look straight. The stench of near-death, memories in death.
Yeah, for a soundbar kind of system, this sound system is awesome. Are there better ones out there? Oh, hell yes. But for what this thing costs and what it produces, it's pretty damn badass. Since I don't have that much room.
Come out of the shadows. You're just trying to play the game. So go take your aim, fire your own. I'll be here. Come out of the
Man.
Today is the one-year anniversary of the dreadful tragedy that took place on Mount Washington. Annie Klein, who's in charge of the investigation.
Thanks for having me, Marty.
Listeners, an update on Hannah and Beth Washington, the twins who are still missing.
1 year ago tonight, the Washington girls left the safety of their parents' lodge and headed out into a snowstorm.
Foul play.
Not officially, no. There is one individual we're considering as a person of interest, but his whereabouts are currently unknown. He has an interesting history with the Washington family. He had warned them against pursuing their construction project and claimed the land was sacred to his forefathers.
You know, there is still the old sanatorium on the mountain. Could he be hiding there?
My officers did search the grounds, but the girls themselves couldn't have made it that far.
Something about that mountain seems to breed tragic events.
More than you know, Marty.
Well, thank you for joining us, Annie. With all the Washingtons tonight, their son Josh, on this, the anniversary of the mysterious disappearance of Hannah and Beth Washington.
Well, hello, friends and fans. All right, let's do that again. All right. Well, hello, friends and fans. It's beyond awesome to have you guys all back this year. First off, I gotta say, I'm super excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway. So, let me just let you know, let's take a
I
moment
need this to deal with him.
address the elephant in the room for a second. I know you're all probably worried about me, and I know it's gonna be tough on all of us going back after what happened last year, but I just want you all to know
That I'm the killer.
it means so much to me that we're doing this, and
No, I don't know that for sure. I'm just kind of fucking with it, dude.
I know it would mean
Sometimes I'll just
so
pick a
much
random
to
character
Hannah
in
and Beth
games that just
we're all
works me the
still
wrong
here
way.
together.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of them.
There's actually quite a
I
few
really
people in
want to
this
spend
that I'm
some
kind of like,
quality
man, you
time
guys is
with
just like,
each
I would not
and
want to
every
hang out
one
with you in real
and,
life, that's for sure.
Just share some moments that we'll never forget for the sake of my sisters and, you know. Okay, so let's party like we're fucking porn stars, okay? Make this one trip we will never forget, all right? Yes!
$10 until that dawn. Blackwood pines. The piniest blackwood pines there are. They even come with a machete man.
Hello? Someone there?
What?
Ooh, that's getting close. Alright, well, then let's go the quick way then. And that fridge does not sound very healthy when it starts up.
Aw. Hey, little fella. You hungry? Huh? Kitty.
You know, I could have sworn there was another time while I was doing videos for this game where a storm was coming in. Well, this time there's no tornado sirens or anything, so. And that didn't knock out the power at all. It flickered one time and that was it. I think we got real lucky here. So this one probably won't do nothing either, but I don't know. I just don't like using my computers when there's a big old thunderstorm. I don't know. Just from my youth. Never was a good idea.
Hello? Chris? You here? Max here. You're not in the bag, are you?
Oh, yeah, he's in the bag.
Hello.
See?
What do we have here?
Let's see. I think last time we snooped, so this time let's not snoop. Let's close the bag.
Maybe I should put on Chris's stuff. Chris?
Sam, hey, you made it. Oh, so I found something kind of amazing.
What?
I'm not going to tell you. You got to see for yourself. Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, this guy rubs me the wrong way. He seems like he has people locked in his basement. I don't know. I'm curious to see what goes on in this game. I always kind of like mystery games.
Ta-da! Pretty rad, right? Come on, look at these beauties.
Beauties is not the word that comes to mind. Why is this even here?
What do you mean?
What the hell is a shooting range doing at the base of a ski lodge?
Dude, have you ever met Josh's dad?
Yeah.
He thinks he's like Grizzly Adams or something. Wanna try?
No, you go ahead, Grizzly.
All right, here goes.
Wow, nice shooting tips.
All right, I'm bad. I'm a badass.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it was a wild case of beginner's luck.
Nah, I don't think so, girl.
Well, anybody and their brother could shoot a bottle that big, that close. Nice shot.
Your ass just got sacked.
Hey, sharpshooter, our ride's coming.
Wait, I'm just getting the hang of this.
Come on, Chris, the cable car. Oh, man, look at this.
Nice. You think we'll get a visit from America's Most Wanted?
Looks like someone thought so.
Oh, come on. This place is abandoned most of the year. Nobody comes up here.
Okay, that's weird. Door's locked.
Yeah. Josh wanted us to keep it locked. Keep people out.
He said that? What people?
I don't know. He said they found people sleeping in the station one time.
It's creepy. Oh, real gentleman.
What a crazy place to set up house. No matter how rich you are.
Not so rich. And you bought a mountain.
Indeed. Something was there and then it was not.
And I thought the car was closer.
Guess we gotta wait.
Yep, we gotta wait a whole 10 seconds, guys.
At the shooting range.
Jeez.
How long is this gonna take?
Like 8,000 hours.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Anyway, I think that's a good spot to stop. So let's go ahead and wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for this game, and it ran alright. It did pretty much just as good as the 5800X 3D did here. In fact, some spots was smoother, but I feel like some parts dropped lower than that did. I'll have to go back and watch. But regardless, still, did a pretty good job considering it actually was playable now. I'll take that over, you know, not even being able to launch the damn game properly, you know? So now, I'm gonna go set it up and do the main computer, the new one. I'm kind of curious how that one will work. I mean, I could probably play this game maxed out and never drop under 60. But who knows? Maybe this game is so unoptimized it can't. Who knows? But we're gonna find out. Anyway though, that's it for this particular video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.